Every day, every hour, people of all ages, all over the world, are at risk from cyber threats.
While you're watching this video, I can find ways to trick people into telling me their account names and passwords. I'm an explorer. This is what I call phishing, and here's how it works. First, I set up a website with a login page that looks identical to the one I want to break into. Then, I send a specifically crafted email that looks like it was sent by the real system, and the email includes a handy link. However, that link doesn't take them to the real system. It takes them to my special web server that is masquerading as the real system. They will type their credentials into my fake site. My site will tell them that they've provided the wrong password, and then redirect them to the real site. They will type their credentials again, and this time log in successfully, and think nothing more about it. But now, I have their credentials and can log in as them. And the best part is, most people will never know. And this is just the beginning.
I'm a hacker and an activist. I'm a hacktivist. Who are we? Simple. We're the ones motivated by political, social, or moral outrage and attack things we don't agree with. I'm the guy who sends bogus network requests to our victims to infect millions of computers worldwide. This helps us to launch a distributed denial of service attack. How do we get all those computers? Easy. We set up a botnet. A command and control server will send a message to the millions of computers that are infected by this malware. It will instruct them to send many bogus messages to a targeted server or site. The server becomes overwhelmed with requests and unresponsive to legitimate connections. How do we infect millions of computers? A common method is to put a software installer as an attachment to spam email. Let's say a bank error in your favor. By the time they open up the attachment to find out more and realize that it isn't real, we have already installed the botnet malware on their computer. And the best part? They have no idea. Do you know who we are? Yes, we are cyber terrorists. We are motivated by ideology. Our goal is to intimidate and strike terror into the hearts of our enemies by causing disruption, mayhem, and damage. We are not usually well-funded, but with a lot of ingenuity, we can disrupt our enemies' internet services and other high-profile targets. We infiltrate systems to steal sensitive data or expose personal data about people we want harmed. We also threaten to corrupt critical information, hoping to throw entire industries into disarray. But how can we accomplish all this with few resources? Easy, through spear phishing, a simple technique where we send personalized emails to specific people we want to target. Once we've infected the computer that they use, we know that we can get to the more serious stuff, which in the end is what we really want.
We are cyber criminals. Our motivation? What moves the world? Money. And what do? Though our presence is purely online, we utilize existing malware to target point-of-sale credit card terminals. Getting into a network and stealing the credit card data, we can sell that info to any number of buyers, or even use those credit cards ourselves. Once we're inside that network, we can also grab personal information about other customers. Then there's ransomware. This allows us to extort money directly from the owners of infected computers, holding their data for ransom. Usually, it means infecting a computer with malware that will encrypt a computer's hard drive and display a message demanding payment of some amount of Bitcoin in return for the encryption key to get their data back. The best part? The more computers that get infected, the more money we make.
We are cyber warriors. Our missions include espionage, extortion, and embarrassment. We use cyber weapons to disrupt, damage, or destroy critical infrastructure. We're a well-funded group who act in the national and military interests of our country's government. We have the resources to not only use existing attack methods, but to develop new ones on our own. Watch what we are capable of doing. Our well-known methodology is to exploit unknown vulnerabilities in operating systems and applications. This is called a zero-day attack because no one knows about the vulnerability, and there is probably no fix for it yet.
Once a zero-day attack occurs, it won't be long before everyone knows about it. The software vendor will quickly issue a patch, so we have to be careful when and where we use it. Like I said, this is why we keep it a secret.
Now that we know the risks, we can be more careful and better prepared. We live in a connected world, and it is everybody's job to make it safer.